Hi guys, Paul here from PA News. Um, yeah, forgot again. The audio camera bullshit is different on this one, so you can't hear what I'm listening to. You can't hear my recently arrived Dark Throne: The Cult is Alive vinyl that I'm listening to right now. And I'm too old and too cold to be dealing with most of this shit. So it's beer time. Fuck it, screw it, beer time. I'm gonna have a oak smoke double bock. Yep, from Axenkirche, their oak smoke double bock from Bamberg, Germany. And this is not like the regular smoke beer. This is the oak smoke, so this is not the beechwood smoke. Oh, and the double bock. And I'm gonna put it in a, an area that used to be owned by Bavaria, but now is not owned by Bavaria. It used to be part of France, actually, too, back in the day, way back in the day. But my Zarland glass, where my family comes from, and we're going to throw that in here. There it is. Coming in at 8% alcohol by volume. Well, for the classic Schlenkerla Rauchbier, traditionally, beech has been and still is used. The malt for, excuse me, Schlenkerla oak smoke is kindled with our oak wood. This resulting Schlenkerla oak smoke malt has a smoother and more multi-layered smoky note than its intensity aromatic beech smoky malt. The hence complex smokiness is a double bock with is paired with the multifaceted bitterness of our finest Hallertauer aroma hops with 8% alcohol and amber color. It matures for months in the 14th century brewery cellars into special treat for smoked beer lovers. As one of the last traditional made smoked beers, Schlenkerla Rauchbier is a passenger in the Ark of Taste by Slow Food. So there we have it, folks. That was a lot of reading. And again, there's a cat. And again, it's from Bamberg, Germany. So here we go. This is the oak smoke, and that is a cat that was out in the cold. So I decided it needed to come inside for a while. That's Twilight, right? Yep, that's Twilight. Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Twilight? What's up? So that's a cat, and that's a beer. Hi, how you doing? So this is the beer. Excuse me. Wow. There you go, right there. Okay, so here it is. I just got in. I did a very long 18-hour shift yesterday at work, and because there was a giant snowstorm, 2 feet of snow, blah 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 blah, it was easier and safer for me to go to my parents' house in a different town. So I was there, and then I got back here today to find. Oh, hey, cheers, Thomas. How you doing? Only to find a mountain of snow bulldozed into my driveway about 15 feet, and then huge other piles of snow. When instead of just cutting around or whatever, they's right in my driveway. And I don't have a plow or a four-wheel drive vehicle right now. So I'm fucked. So I spent the most of the morning trying to just dig a hole along the side of the road just to put this my two-wheel drive little car into, because my truck was in the driveway with a flat tire. So I was pretty pissed off. Let's just say that. So, and other things, there's other things, medical things going on with me that have developed recently. Not horrible, just like, well, that sucks. And that's just part of what happened in the last 24 hours, due to the cold and things like that. So it's just not really good. And you just get home and you see that, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I need a beer. And this came in the mail. My Cult is Alive Dark Throne vinyl. So I was like, yes, I need to drink this beautiful double bock and listen to some Dark Throne, which I know you can't probably hear because the microphone is omnidirectional, I believe. But let's get into this beautiful looking oak smoke double bock. Mm. I'm so happy that the place near me, about a half an hour near me, actually started carrying the actual Canada stuff because it is just so goddamn good. And I'm so happy they have basically almost they don't have the Krausen. I've never seen that locally, but they have almost tick on you. They have almost every other variety of their beer except for the Krausen. But that's like 5 different styles, which I'm super happy about. Really good. So let's get into this. Cheers. Wow. Thought it was rich. And it is rich. It is surly, surly rich. Right, Twilight? Yep. Yeah. Is it rich? Rich? Oh, man, that oak smoke is real nice. It doesn't have the same. That's why I try to tell people too about the beer. It doesn't have that same like honey cured ham tonality like the other ones have. This is just more just nice smoky, roasty smokiness to it, and it's just wow because there's a nice firm, rich caramel malt base backing everything up too. You just breathe it. What's up, Twilight? Mm. There's a little bit of a floral tone, spicy earthiness. Spicy earthiness. There is nice fall leaf. There still is a nice that fall leaf kind of tonality and stuff, but mm. this smoke, this smoke being the oak smoke is actually closer to some of the traditional smoke beers that I've had in other places as well. It doesn't have that nice honey cured ham kind of tonality that the other Action Caliber beer have. But this is nice because I don't know, it has that kind of like edges of brisket. It still has a beef jerky esque kind of vibe, a little bit of that kind of smoky ends of briskets vibe to it, which is real nice. And there's just a cat right there. I don't know. Dude, the cat's just loving it up because I haven't been home in like 2 days. So that's good. Right? I drink a beer. Remember, it's beer time. Okay. Let's fill up my glass again. Yeah. I was so tired on the way. I haven't slept a lot in the last 2 days. I did 30 hours at work in the last 2 days and didn't sleep much. So I was falling asleep on the way home from work today. But then as soon as I got home, it just turned into complete disgust and anger. So I was awake. God. If personally, hi Twilight. Personally, I still love their Yerbach. The Yerbach is my favorite beer from Actual Lakota, but I do also really, really like this one. And I bought 3 of them, so this is one. I have 2 more in the dungeon at my parents' house. So there's sometimes where beer it just makes you feel better. It just makes you feel better. And this is one of those times. I'm really glad I'm just talking on the video thing right now, drinking some beer, listening to the music, petting the cat. Everything's just making me chill down, calm down, get ready for that big bed that I need to have because I have work again at 6 o'clock. So yes, I don't actually have a real shirt. I just have an overshirt on because my overshirt was sweaty and I took it off. My undershirt rather. Arr. That's why I just put my overshirt back on just to say screw it. I think she smells the goodness of the beer. You smell the goodness of the beer, or you just want a headbutt? She likes headbutting. This is the kitten from the first kitten that ever came to my house, Lunar. And she's the kitten of that cat. And yes, most of my first cats were all named after My Little Pony princesses, but that was a whole other thing. I'm so sad it's almost done because that's the only beer I have here. But because I had the other beers that I brought home on my birthday hangout that I did. So, but this is almost up. Look at the lacing. Look at the lacing on that. Plus, I really love this glass. I just love this traditional Zarland glass. So, just look at that lacing. I'll tell you, I'm loving it. Yep. Just like I said, winding down. I have some sushi my mom gave me last night, but I'm not hungry. I just need to wind down. I think I'll eat that tomorrow when I wake, or tonight when I wake up. Yeah, if I eat some bad sushi, I'll have to get forced to take a vacation day because I'll be sick. That's why. Mm. Well, I almost done with this beer. It is fantastic. These are just stellar beers. I mean, honestly, even like the Helles Lager. It's an unfiltered, lightly smoked Helles Lager. It is by far probably one of my favorite Helles Lagers. I know Peter is definitely a fan of the Augustiner, the Helles, and to be fair, it is a fantastic beer. I remember buying him a can of each to enjoy in when we were in Manchester, and he loved, absolutely adored both of them, but he still put his heart into Augustiner, and good for him. And honestly, Augustiner is a fantastic beer. I just really love the like subtle smokiness though of these beers. They just add so much different nuance and texture to the beer, and kind of that character that you really look forward to. And I think that's why I really love it. So I'm gonna tell you what, even though the Weizen might not be for everybody because it's not that kind of crisp, bright bubblegum wheat and stuff like that. So that might be a little bit off-putting. And I've never had the Krausen. But I would tell you what, the traditional Marzen is definitely something that everyone should look forward to. I tell you, the Yerbach is my absolute favorite. This double bock is fucking fantastic. And like I said, so if you've ever had these beers, with the breweries and stuff like that, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'm just busy petting the cat right now because I guess that's what the cat wants me to do. So, right? Yep. Apparently, that's what the cat wants me to do right now. Listen to it. I just got a bunch of musical equipment in here soon, so I'm gonna try to start doing music again. I need to get. I want to put another album out, uh, freshly written, recorded, and put out album before I hit 40. So not because I have to, just because what the hell, and not because that'll be my last. I'll do more too. So, but I just really want to. I have some ideas that I've been throwing around in my head for a long time. I want to kind of put them into fruition, and I'm gonna spend some money. I'm gonna save some money up. I need to do some vinyl releases, so I'm gonna do at least one vinyl release. I'll do a 12-inch or a 10-inch vinyl release and get that out of the way too. Oh, you shook your head everywhere, and I saw fur come off. You better not give me an allergy attack. You better not do it. Are you gonna do it? Probably. So there you go. Well, anyway, let me finish. Let me just stop loving on this cat for a second. Stop. There. Calm down. All right, let's get into this. Sorry about that. Like I said, this is just that moment where you say, "Fuck it, screw it. I need a beer. I need to shoot the shit. I need to listen to some music. I need to pet a cat for no reason." And just calm the fuck down before you go Michael Douglas in breaking, in a word breaking point, because I totally am feeling that lately. And you just need to calm down, have a beer, have some chit chat, have some laughs, and pet a fucking cat apparently. And and Fluttershy agrees with that statement. So I'll tell you what though, I'm kind of pissed I don't have another one of these because this is so fucking good. It has, and the thing is though, it's not just another smoke beer. It has a very interesting distinction. I think that's the nice thing. The Stänkerla beers, the Schlenkerla beers, they all have a beautiful distinction from one another. It's not just a standard palate. Every beer is, oh, it's the same thing. No, it's very different. So, like I said, this me, I would personally say 9.5 overall because it's an oak smoked, beautiful double bock. You don't find very many of them, and this is absolutely stellar. So I'd say usually 9.5. A lot of people would say 9, and I still agree with that too. Like 9.5. That's a nice place for this one. It really does set the standard, if you know what I mean, for these styles with the oak smoked. So, um, I still like it. What are there better double box? I would say though, in the double box style, to like push to that 9 category, I would say yes. Um, like if there was an oak smoke Corbinian style, it might even trump this because the big bolder double box styles are better in that beer. But for what it is, delish all day long. Proper style bottles, and I'll tell you what, these these act beers, if you're a home brewer and you know people who drink these, save them. Have them save them because you boil these, you put them in a pot and boil these labels because a lot of German beers reuse and recycle. These labels just fall off. These are clean glasses when you get done with this too. So that's a home brewing tip too. Save these bottles up if you're a home brewer because if you want to repackage, relabel, and stuff like that, these labels literally just fall off in warm water. Very, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff indeed. Anyway, this has been Paul from Beer Breeders. I've jabbered my jaw long enough. The side of this vinyl's over. And it's just been nice to share a little moment with you while I'm relaxing and shooting the shit because I kind of needed it. Just to diddly do. Anyway, and we talked about a beautiful beer while we did it. So this has been Paul from Beer Breeders, and there's a little bit left. So cheers to you. Mm. Bye-bye. Cheers, Thomas. Watch that finger. Or you can also add the broadcast too. I swear I'm touching it. It's so silly because it's Friday. Friday's weird. Weird Friday.